Hello and welcome to day 17 of the team tournament. Today I'm up against Smuggler, who is another player I'm not familiar with, but he must be pretty decent to make it into the team tournament in the first place. But you can see here the map itself is an interesting layout. There's 11 resources, and the bases are kind of on a slant, but they cross each other. So let's see how this goes. Right away, you can see we're all racing to this mid resource. Uh, I did make some fixes to some old behavior of mine, although you'll see his shotgun is trying to behave more like a hunter killer than a resource collector. I've not seen too much of that, but it is going to basically mean that I get the mid-resource moved at least a little bit for free. His shotgun, you saw there first, is trying to go after my sniper more than anything else. And my sniper getting pressured isn't a big deal. Um, Even if he kills the sniper and it has to respawn, the sniper has basically done its job. In exchange for my sniper, I scored a resource, which is pretty good for me. He's trying to intercept my resource carrying shotgun, but it wasn't really working out for him. He did do a bunch of damage to my shotgun, but their speed doesn't scale with health, so my shotgun can still do its job at normal efficiency. Meanwhile, you can see my assault and my machine gun are trying to pressure this base, and it was keeping his machine gun from capturing for a while. And yeah, he is much like the way I do. He seems to be prioritizing shooting the resource carriers. And his shotgun down here you can see is going to kill my sniper again, which is more inconvenient than problematic. Uh, these two getting the resources in, however, that's going to put me up to 5 resources, which at this point means he needs to capture everything. This machine gun I think is home free, but that means this entire battle hinges over this resource right here. And since his shotgun is dead, his sniper is distracted, I don't think his machine gun's going to make it in time. This assault was the only bot that had any real chance of preventing me from scoring, and it appears to have been pushed away. And all of my bots pushed his shotgun away, so I think collection is going to go to me. So, good game, and I'll see you in Domination. Here in Domination, you can see we've got a 4-base layout, but the big block here of 4 bots is spawning very close to the bases. I think that's going to make this one a rather destructive domination match. And you can see right away, we're both kind of fanning out. He's got his machine gun going for the central force field. And as I've said before, it will make that machine gun more difficult to deal with. But at the same time, it means his machine gun isn't sitting on a base. And it does look like he's having his shotguns try to run around and pressure my snipers. Or at least that sniper. I don't know if he'll try to pressure the other one, but we'll see here in a moment. I do have a fraction of a point lead. I'm scoring just slightly before he is. So this one is still very much anyone's game. If he's able to effectively destroy my bots and keep them from being on the base too much, he'll actually be able to make quite a bit of progress. And you can see his shotguns down here are camping the sniper. Shotguns are way too good at this, to the point where I think it's maybe kind of a problem, but at the same time, my one sniper was keeping both of his shotguns busy, and I think that's a fair trade to make. It's keeping bots on base is the most important thing in Domination, and he's not doing that if he's off on my respawn, fighting respawning sniper bots. And you can see here, he's going to kill the sniper again, but it doesn't matter because in doing that, he gave up base pressure. He did manage to neutralize this base with his shotguns a few moments ago, but I am going to retake it, I believe. My bots, because they all spawn nearby, they're trying to get onto this base as quickly as they can. And now that his shotguns are approaching my shotguns, that could have been favorable for me, but it looks like my shotguns had the retreat triggered. However, they made a lot of progress on the capture, and now I control this base again. And my machine gun's gonna park on the base itself. And that's pretty much what I want. And he's trying to pressure my right base. You can see though, all that time that my base spent neutralized, he did build up a good bit of a point lead, and that could be problematic, but I killed his shotguns, which let my sniper get onto this base and get within a protective bubble of the machine gun. And with my shotguns here serving as my front line, it's going to be much more difficult for him to actually take that base. So I think right now I'm definitely scoring faster than he is. I've got 5 bots on base to his 0 currently, and so you can see I've already caught up and taken a small lead for score, and I can only imagine that that's going to increase unless he does something. Though that said, he did neutralize this base once. He could neutralize it again, but he was trying to pressure my sniper and ended up getting his shotgun killed for the attempt. Because the respawns are so close to the bases themselves, it's very hard to actually retain control of the hostile side bases. Although, to be honest, he's doing a much better job of pressuring them than I am. My bots haven't even made it to his bases at all yet, which is fairly impressive. He has neutralized mine a few times, but my bots have spent more time on base, and it's given me a 7-point lead. If he doesn't do anything soon, he's not going to be able to make that, or if his bots don't spend more time on base, he's not going to be able to cover that gap. But I think it's a little too premature to call it just yet. However, it is starting to look favorable for me. This is telling me though that I need to work on my domination combat AI, because his bots are definitely just doing what they want and kind of pushing me around. That is going to take some extra work. I am neutralizing this base though. I didn't quite turn it gray the way that his bots did, but I got it down to about 30% or so. And it looks like I'm going to win by just a couple of points. A very close match. So good game, that's the series, but we still have elimination to go. So hello and welcome to the elimination match. So one of the things that first sticks out is that one bot on each team is very much not in a good position. For me it's a shotgun, for him it's an assault. And you can see immediately shotguns are trying to exploit the weak position. And I've got a few other bots shooting at his assault over here, but the shotgun is really going to seal it. Although the other bots did manage to trigger his retreat. My main line is kind of setting up against his main line. He's got the 2 assaults chasing the 2 shotguns chasing my 1 shotgun, but my shotgun managed to kill his assault and is now trying to provide some relief against the main line. His main line is holding up fairly well. This shotgun over here, I'm not going to watch it because it's as good as dead. It's just a matter of time before it gets pushed back into the corner. But this is where the real action is going to be. This machine gun is really low on health. I'm not sure if his retreat malfunctioned or whatnot, but oh, look at that. Like, no health, it got away. That happens a lot more often to me than I'd like. But his machine gun did move forward a bit further than I think it really should have. However, he's got his shotguns here in the back, flanking. The shotguns here, basically, this is going to create a very big problem for me. Although his shotguns are actually trying to move to my shotgun. But because my bots are now distracted by his shotguns, they're no longer focusing on his main bots, and that's going to give him a free kill on one of my snipers, though I did finally get that machine gun. And this has become kind of an ugly engagement. And these two bots aren't going to be able to kill these shotguns, unfortunately. Shotguns, if they're written correctly, are way too durable to die to something that simple. But at the same time, because my bots are trying to pressure the shotguns, they're not providing as much pressure against his main line here. And he's up 1 kill so far. I feel like at this point, because he's got the 2 shotguns, I feel like this one's gonna go his way. My 1 shotgun did keep them busy long enough, but I wasn't able to capitalize on the time as much as I needed to. And as a result, his 2 shotguns are just gonna chase these 2 bots, and they're definitely gonna kill the assault. This assault is as good as dead, it just doesn't know it yet. And this shotgun, 2 versus 1, isn't going to be able to win. That's just not how that works. In the meantime, I've got 1 sniper, 1 assault, and 1 machine gun over here. He's got 2 snipers, 1 assault, and 1 machine gun. So I think it's safe to say that Smuggler is going to win the elimination round. Yeah, see, he finally got that assault of mine, and now his shotguns are just chasing my shotgun. So I think that one's pretty well settled. That shotgun, like the other shotgun, it's as good as dead. You don't really need to watch it. There's the counter, and now his shotgun should rush back over here. There's only a minute on the clock. I'm not sure if he'll be able to actually kill the rest of my bots in time, but at this point, this fight is long past over. So I took the series, but Smuggler did take the elimination round. And a lot of the times the elimination round is the one that I end up winning, but Smuggler definitely gave me a good fight in all of the game modes and walked over me pretty confidently in elimination. So I gotta say congratulations, that's pretty impressive. Yeah, he's not pushing hard enough, I don't think, to get me into the corner and finish these 3 bots off. With another bot, or with another starting layout, I might have stood a better chance. The big problem is that his shotguns were able to basically run around. I think his shotguns alone were 4 of his 5 kills, which is kind of a big deal. But that said, thank you for or good games, Smuggler, and thank you for watching. Have a good one.